Hey VC community, how you all doing tonight? I hope this Tuesday night finds everybody well. Uh, Nothing else, just be glad you're not in Texas. Too damn hot here. I hate summertime, I tell you what. Um, Thought I'd do another video. Just got home. Just got back from covering a fascinating and scintillating city council meeting for the newspaper. Anyway, so wanted to make a video. I made a couple of them on Sunday, one in which I kind of just rambled on for 20-30 minutes about my love for the Beatles' second album and suggested that you all watch a TV show called The Hour. It's kind of like Mad Men in England. And I made another video, a response to Robert Z's question of whether the VC should be limited strictly to showing vinyl or whether other medium of music should be okay. Um, so you can watch that if you want to. Just picked an album at random here. Got this Sinatra album, 50 Cents, a couple of months ago, and have not actually listened to it yet. Capitol label. I guess it might be original. I'm not sure. Not really familiar with this album or the songs on it, but I'll give it a listen pretty soon and figure that out. On the one of the two videos I made the other day, mentioned that I hadn't bought anything new recently, but that I did have something on order that had not arrived yet, and I'd show it to you when it got here. Well, it got here today. I also said that I had shown this previously, only in a different form, and kind of left you all to stay awake at night wondering what I was talking about. So I'm sure everybody has been on the edge of their seats these last couple of days wondering. Fortunately, it arrived today. I got it at work because I have stuff sent to work, so I don't. Seems like I'm at work more than I am at home, and way I don't have to worry about stuff sitting out on the porch and all that stuff. So I was going to seen people do the unboxing where they get out the knife and the X-Acto knife and cut it open and all that. Thought I would do that, but when the package shows up at work, it's sitting there. It's just hard to resist. So I wanted to go ahead and I went ahead and opened it there, which I'm glad I did because it's pretty well packed. So this way you don't get a couple of minutes of me sitting here with a knife, doing nothing but that. And I wanted just to check to make sure that this was in, everything was here and it arrived in good condition, and turn that down a little bit. All of that. So, but we can do an incredible simulation and pretend that I've got the knife and cut this open. So anyway, yeah, I opened this up, and this just didn't want to. There we go. Cooperate tonight. Got the knife and cut this open, and first thing I noticed, I looked inside here, and I saw something down there, and I pulled this out, and this is unrelated to what this is, but so anyway, yeah, it's a little CD. Jack That Cat Was Clean on Charlie Records. This package came from England, by the way, which is you've got Lee Dorsey, the Shangri-Las, Barry Mann, and a couple of other people on here. I guess this is just a sampler of this Charlie Records recent releases. So yeah, it's a little CD, and so that's cool. There's a couple of people on here I haven't heard of. There's only 6 songs on here, but I will check that out and listen to it, which has nothing to do with what's in the box here. So let's cut to the chase. First thing, like I said, this came from England, and it actually came from Norwich, England, which is near and dear to my heart, because while I've never been to Norwich, or never been to England for that matter, I do in fact have, oh, there's a Norwich Terrier, and that would be him. That's Otis Redding. And I didn't have to go to England to get him, but I did have to go to Missouri because they're kind of hard to find, and I couldn't find one in Texas. So that's Otis. Um, anyway, so then inside the this is this packed in cardboard, and oh, let's get this out of here. Inside the cardboard box, oh, hoping the glare doesn't, well, it probably is. 13th floor elevators, music of the Spheres. There's the back side of it. And when I said I'd shown this before, I have the box set of CDs, 13th floor elevators, that came out. The same people that put this out a couple of years ago, and it was a limited edition to I think 3,000 copies. And I showed that on one of my earlier videos. It's a big thick box like this, and this is heavy duty. The box on this is really heavy duty thick. Same with the CD set. A CD set comes in a box also, and it's got a big thick book that's an LP size book. It's got I think it's got about 8 or 9 CDs in it. It's got a big envelope full of posters, postcards, stickers, all sorts of goodies like that. And the book is full of pictures of the band and history of the band and so forth and so on. And this is that was the CD box set, which I should have got out to compare because it's got a different cover. This is the LP box set, also limited to 3,000 copies. The CD set sold out quite a while ago. The LP box set came out a year or so after the CD set, and it's, like I said, limited to 3,000 copies. I think that they are still a few available, but they're getting closer to being sold out too. I don't know that you can really, that this shows up here on the camera, this guy, but that's like a 3D picture, like the Satanic Majesty's Request cover on the Rolling Stones. So we're going to open this, pretend like I haven't opened it a couple hours earlier. So you got the box, the top, I don't know if you can, title on the side, title on the side, title on the side, and guess what, title on the side. There's the inside of the lid, the top of the box, and here is the rest of the box. So what we got is a bunch of stuff in here. We got a little certificate of authenticity that is says this is number 2922 of 3,000, strictly limited to maximum of 3,000 copies, vinyl celebration of the music of the 13th floor elevators. If you can read all that. So I got 2922, so they're getting close to the 3,000 limit. Then you get 3 of these little 3D thingies that are like the cover of the first 3 albums. There's the Psychedelic Sounds of. There is Easter Everywhere. I don't know if that's doing anything there, but the sun rays move back and forth on that as you move it around. And lastly, there is Bull of the Woods, their 3rd album. So that's pretty neat there. Then you get, and like I said, the CD box set has I think 8 or 9 CDs. So there's some stuff in that set that's not in here, if I'm understanding correctly. But there's also some stuff in here that's not on the CD set. So you get a 10-inch record that is a And I read the description when I ordered this, and I'm trying to remember exactly what this is. This is says Rhodes Recording Service in Dallas, Texas. And I don't know if this is a live thing or demos. I haven't had a chance to listen to it. Reverberation, Roller Coaster, Monkey Island on one side, Fire Engine, Turn the Rhythm, and Tried to Hide on the second side. So comes in this kind of heavy cardboard sleeve. So that's pretty neat. Then we get into the vinyl here. We've got Headstone, the Contact Sessions, which is as I understand, an early version of their debut album. So I think these are a lot of the same songs, just in a earlier form, maybe sort of a demo or just a different form. That's just got a black label, Contact Records. I guess they might have recorded this in Texas before they headed out to California, or maybe they were already in California. Second album in here, 13th Floor Elevators, live in California. It's a live album. Says, and I know this is backwards on my computer, but it says recorded live on LSD, San Francisco, California in 1966, fall of 66. At I guess at the Avalon. Got a kind of a cool label on that side, and this side has the there's that guy again, and there's the track listing for both sides. So I know there's a couple of live albums in the CD box set. I don't think this is one of them. Maybe it is. You got some of their songs. You got quite a few covers. You got Everybody Needs Somebody to Love, You Really Got Me, Roll Over Beethoven, The Word, the Beatles song, and I think most of the rest of those are originals by the band. Okay, then we get the famous debut album, and there's the back, if y'all have seen that before or not. Of course, it was a single album. This one is a double album, which you get the first disc in mono, the second disc in stereo, and I believe the running order is a little bit different between the two discs. I checked that a while back, but I'll have to double check it to see. There's the label on the International Artist label. Same on both sides. This one does not say if it's the mono or the stereo, but anyway, one of them is mono and the other stereo. So you got that. One of the great psychedelic albums of the 60s, and essential to any self-respecting 60s collection. I've got this out of order, so we will go second album, Easter Everywhere, and there's the back of that. How's that showing up? Okay, same thing. Second album was a single album, of course. Here it's a double album, once again, mono, stereo, same thing. I think the tracks are the same on both albums on this, I believe. So, got a lot of good Velvet Underground to listen to. The third album is Bull of the Woods, and this is the one, if I'm not mistaken, where Rocky Erickson was around for part of this and not all of it. I could be wrong on that. I have to double check, but I think his involvement was diminished by that point. So this one you have the regular Bull of the Woods album, and then you have something called A Love That's Sound, which is, I believe, was supposed to be the third album and was never released, or something like that. I'm not 100% sure that I'm giving you the right information there, but it's anyway. It was never released back in the day. It might be on the CD set, and maybe not. So then here's the bottom box. There's stuff on the back of the albums. There's the inside of the bottom part, and so yeah. And one last thing, where the book in the CD set is a hardback book that's LP sized. Here you get an LP sized softcover book, and it's I haven't looked through this in depth yet, but I think it is pretty much the same as the book in the CD set. But if I recall, that they added some new stuff, some new information and pictures in this particular edition of it. So you got a lot of great pictures. You got a lot of information about the band there, and so that's in today's mail. So I got a lot of good listening in front of me, and there are 2 or 3 other box sets coming out this year, so my wallet's going to be hurting. Beatles Mono, the Sly Stone set that comes out in August, it's on vinyl, and there was one other thing I can't remember right now. But anyway, I just wanted to show that off, and hope y'all enjoyed that. Have a good Tuesday night, and we will talk to you all soon. See you later.